Oh, hello, fellow humans. It's me, Danger Dan, back at it again on another episode of Dare Danger Dan. And those dares, they're great. We got some good ones today. Boys and girls, Stacia Littlefield wanted to see Meatloaf hosting a communion brunch and with a girl receiving cash gifts. Gabriel Good wanted to see Ripley and the xenomorph alien having a couples fight over the aliens overspending. And we have Chip Trazik wants to see the Manberry Band. And Eric Solomon wants to see Giorgio Tsoukalos removing his mask to reveal that he's an alien. Haha! Alright, so let's get this show on the road. What do you say, fellow humans? Now, believe it or not, the movie Aliens is in my top 5 favorite movies ever. Love this movie. And Ellen Ripley is one of Hollywood's greatest heroes, in my opinion. Not only does she manage to fend off a invading alien species that seems to be virtually unstoppable, but she also saves her cat in the process. Now, Stacia specifically wanted to see Meatloaf from the Paradise by the Dashboard Light music video, so I wore my very special Meatloaf flavored shirt here in celebration of that. And if you're lucky, I'll get real sweaty by the end. All right, I got the basics sketched out, and now I'm ready to actually get into it and get my hands dirty. So you sit right there. I'll be right over here drawing. Now, I was thinking of putting her in the jumpsuit, the Weyland-Yutani jumpsuit, but she's at a formal event, so we're gonna have to give her like some sort of a dress. So I always love it when I get a few dares and they kind of sync up. Like, what a better place for Ellen Ripley and the xenomorph to get into a couples argument than at a communion brunch. Am I right or am I wrong? Hey, and let's hear it for H.R. Geiger, the illustrious and mysterious artist that designed all of the xenomorph looks. Definitely a favorite artist of mine. He used a lot of airbrush techniques that are beyond me, but someday I'm hoping to get into it. So again, we're at a formal event, so I'm even gonna stuff our alien pal here into a rental suit. Alright, can't forget those weird xenomorph like back nodules, or are they pipes? I always wondered, is that like how they produce all their weird gooey slime stuff that they stick to walls? Like when they build the alien nest, or these things, is that what that goop comes out of? Is that what they do? Did somebody say mimosas? What kind of glass are those usually served in? I'm trying to think. Well, Aunt Ethel, she's got one of those Q-tip hairdos, and she's a little bit gossipy.
Did you hear what happened?
She's got a special rocking chair that no one else is allowed to sit in when she's around. Actually, in my family, we had when I was a kid, we had an Aunt Sit. That's what we called her, but I'm not really sure what her real name was. All right, we gotta do the Giorgio Tsoukalos now, but he's taking his mask off. That is his face, and revealing that he's an alien. Before this dare, I didn't know whose name that was. I never heard his name before. I never watched Ancient Aliens, is that what it's called? But I just know him from the memes. Aliens. There we go, some Men in Black style action right there. So is Giorgio Tsoukalos like a doctor of anything, or professor or anything, or is he just some wackadoodle? That's right, I've been cutting my hair since 2003, exclusively. 2001? Since 2001 I've cut my hair, and I haven't let a single soul touch it. What do you think? So I was watching the Paradise by the Dashboard Light music video earlier, trying to figure out, like, you know, because Stacia wanted to see specifically that Meatloaf look. I was trying to figure out his hair. Like, I'm like, it seems like it wants to be a pompadour, but it's like super long, but I can't tell where it's long. It's kind of like random, and he's like super sweaty. Stacia was very specific that she wanted to see the frilly shirt. I almost feel like this is like based on Stacia's experience of having a first communion Was Stacia, was there a performer at your communion? Did he like kind of remind you of Meatloaf? Did you think he was Meatloaf and you were like starstruck? Because I'm trying to capture that moment here. I'm guessing that's what you looked like at your first communion. Oh yeah, I gotta do the Manberry Band. All right, so Chip Petrazik out there, he was like, do the Manberry Band. So I'm imagining these are berries, but they are men. So it's kind of like the California raisins, but they're not all dried up. They're still full of juice. So they're gonna be a bunch of fat berry musicians doing their thing over here. I don't know if I saved enough space, but I really want to throw the bass drum. You know, sometimes there's a decal for the band, and I want to do Meatloaf and the Manberries, but I don't know if I saved enough space. So we're gonna see if I can do that. So what do you think? Is this being hosted at the Lions Club or the Eagles Club? We got some omelets, we got bacon, and I'm thinking like maybe like a mashed potato, because it's a brunch. It's not just a breakfast, you know.
Mashed potato brunch?
I don't know, man. I've never been to a brunch before. I have no idea. And that's a wrap. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this episode of Dare, Danger, Dan, brought to you by viewers like you. I want to give a special thank you to everyone that sent in the dares for today's drawing. We got Stacia Littlefield, wanted to see a First Communion brunch, emceed by Meatloaf himself, all right, and with cash gifts given to the communion gal, which in this case is Stacia. All right, and then we got Gabriel Good wanted to see Ellen Ripley and the xenomorph alien having a couple's argument over their finances. And what better place to do that than at a First Communion brunch? And then Eric Solomon wanted to see Giorgio Tsoukalos taking off his human face and revealing that he's an alien underneath. All right, so that was another one. Thank you, Eric Solomon. And then Chip Petrazik wanted to see the Manberry Band. So here we go. We got Meatloaf and the Manberries pumping out some tunes for Stacia's First Communion, and we got a special appearance by Stan Lee himself right there. All right. So thanks again for tuning in, and I'll be back soon. All right. So come and check it out.